Rick is taking a 6-problem true or false test that he is not prepared for. Before the test, his teacher tells him that there are either 0 or 3 problems with true as the answer. What is the maximum amount of problems Rick can guarantee to correctly solve using his teacher's information? Before we delve deeper into the problem, I would like to bring up a point. The problem is not asking for the maximum amount of points Rick could potentially get from guessing. Instead, the problem is asking for you to find the maximum guaranteed number of points a person could get. This means that if Rick submitted an answer key, no matter what answers we used as true or false, we would have to take the minimum of these to determine what the maximum guaranteed would be. That sounds like a mouthful, so let me elaborate. If Rick answered true, false, true, false, true, false, then the answer key could potentially be false, true, false, true, false, and then true. We can see that when we match these, none of the answers are correct as they all differ, which means that Rick could potentially get 0 points for using this strategy, which means that he is not guaranteed to get anything correct. One thing we can notice for this problem is that it's useless to answer some questions true and then some questions false. This is because we're taking a gamble by choosing one or the other for each question, which could potentially lead to 0 points in the answer key. Instead, the optimal strategy is to answer all of the questions as false. We have to take advantage of the fact that only 0 or 3 problems will be true. If we take the complement of both of these numbers, we get there will either be 6 false or 3 false, which we can do by subtracting this by 6. If we only pick false, that means we're guaranteed to get at least 3 problems correct, because there could at max be 3 problems true. For example, if we answered all false, or in this case Rick answered all false, then the answer key, no matter where you put the 3 trues, in the worst case scenario, Rick will still get 3 correct. He could even potentially get 6 correct if the entire answer key was just false, and there were 0 true. Then all of these would match. However, since we're talking about the maximum amount he can guarantee to answer correctly, our answer has to be 3 to account for all possible scenarios. 3 is therefore the maximum guaranteed value.